What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. This is A2D Wednesday nights. Eagles, Cowboys, it's here. Let's go. We got a lot to talk about. Sixers lose. We're going to talk about it.
I mean, how silly is that, man? We're talking about practice.
The Philadelphia Eagles are Super Bowl champions. Eagles fans everywhere, this is for you. Let the celebration begin.
Welcome in, everybody. This is A2D Wednesday nights, only on A2D Radio every Wednesday. Brought to you by our doc. Make them yours. That's Dr. Paul Vidal, specialized physical therapy, location in Burlington, Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Find them on the web, specializedphysicaltherapy.com. As always, that's Noah Eaton, Ryan Elizik, Greg Milakovic. I'm Tom Arnone. Everybody out there, let's talk about it, baby. Philly's hot stove. Is it hot, warm? Is it freezing? Does it have to go in the microwave? What do we, you know what I mean? Where is it? We'll talk about it. Sixers, Raptors. We'll talk a little bit about what happened tonight with the Sixers just undermanned. And you saw it later in the game for anybody out there that watched it. So we'll discuss Sixers later on. Offense continues to baffle the Philadelphia Eagles, and Eagles Cowboys preview is everything we got in store for you. And ties into our poll question. Eagles offense. I mean, it's a conversation everywhere, as it should be. And we're gonna dive into it tonight, and as we should. So our poll: the counter performance and structure of the Eagles offense is good enough to win a Super Bowl this season. Do you agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. Join the conversation, baby. Come on in with us. Say hello. It's a tough poll question, right? We were just talking about it for like 3 minutes before we were coming on. And then we get distracted and we were talking other things. So we didn't didn't even finish the conversation about it, right? Just a tip just to see how it felt. And I guess we didn't like it. Which is how we feel about the Eagles offense.
Just
don't like it. It's not enjoyable to watch, and it's really clear. I mean, I hate Chris Collins. I don't hate Chris Collins. I don't hate any of these announcers, but I'm not a Collinsworth guy. He's old now. He just isn't doing it for me. He's not understanding. He's losing. He's losing a little bit. I'll say that. Okay, but he's right about it's all set up by him running the football, and run the football is Jalen. Running the football is RPOs. Run the football is keeping one of them. Like been saying for years, and I'm just a guy over here. I'm not a guy that's going to tell you I know more than they do. I mean, I feel like I do, but I'm not going to tell everybody. I mean, I'll tell you guys on the podcast, but I'm not going to run around the streets, a guy at 7-Eleven or a Wawa, give us some money, please. Give us some sponsorship, a couple gift cards. But I'm not going to go up to the cashier, nor would you anyway. But I'm not going to go to the cashier and be like, I know more than Nick Sirianni. You know what I mean? No. But, I feel like I do because the RPO game and what that provides and how it brings guys up, that's what sets up AJ one-on-one.
Say that, they might hand you a fucking application.
Well, I'm here. I've been here for Howie for years, and he knows it. Howie, you know it. And you guys have been starting the show, and then you fumbled, and then you didn't want to go back to it. And I get it. I get it. But that's like, are we worried about him getting hurt by running the ball 5 times? Like early in football games? We're not I don't need him running late if I set it up early. It's 101. If I set up him using his legs early, okay, now I don't need to set it up later. Then I set it all up early and now guys are down in the box. Or I just threw all over you know what? Okay, and now you're playing back. And it's easier to run the football. So, I mean, pick your poison. But I said it a week ago, I'm not going to change my stripes on it. This Eagles offense still is good enough because they're a chameleon. I really believe it. They're a chameleon. If you put pressure on them, they'll score with you. I'm telling you, if you put pressure on them, they'll score with you. Now, we're going to post this, and then they're going to play the Cowboys, and now it's going to be the greatest show on turf, and they're going to score a lot, right, hypothetically, and then, we'll lay a goose. And, Tom, you're wrong. But I really believe they're a chameleon. I really, truly believe it. Their performances, I can't say I agree with, but I also don't disagree with it. in something I created at A2D. I'm in the middle, but I'm going to go agree because of the fact that I do believe they're a chameleon. And I do believe if you want to go run and gun, they'll play that style. If you want to play a different style, if let's say you want a 2017 game, they'll play that. You want a 13-10 game, they show you they'll play that too. If you want a 34-28 game, they'll play it with you. So I really truly believe that they play to the offense plays to what they're getting from the other side. And when our defense is dominant, they play down in a weird way. And guess what? When you get a defense like this, why are we even, us included, why are we even opening period with this offense? Like why? I mean, and the more I think about it now, as we're 5 minutes in, going on 6, what are we even opening with the offense for? This is the most dominant defense we see all again. And it's carried on from last year through the Super Bowl, got off to a little bit of a, start, and then Vic again puts his fingerprints really on it, figures out what he had. You get a great addition in Jalen Phillips, and now you take a defense to another level because there's pressure. You're playing with confidence. And where's Luke at? Because his boy Adoree playing well.
I was going to say, Adoree Jackson looked like he found it again.
Let's go back to August tape then. You know what I mean? Because if you're getting pressure, you're going to make Adoree Jackson and guys play better. That's not hard. You know what I mean? That's for any corner. But back to this, I'm going to agree. One, because I don't want to take this away from anybody else, but the elephant in the room and the easy one is the defense, right? But more so, I'll go just because I think they're a chameleon. I really do think they can play any style you want. If the Cowboys come out and run and gun us and we give up points and we're in the high 20s, I believe we'll be in the high 20s with them. Like, I just feel like we'll play that whatever brand you want to play. So giddy up. Let's go. We're absolutely good enough. Don't tell me differently. Nobody in the chat tell me differently. We beat everybody. I mean, who else is left for us to smack around? Okay? We smacking around everybody. We smacked them around early with offensive stuff. Now we're smacking them around even more defensively. So who else wants to come around here? Or we'll go there. I mean, we've done that too. And when we go to the Lambeau and just shut you down. Okay? So watch your mouth when you're talking about us. All right? Watch your mouth, everybody. Oh, Broncos defense. Okay. I mean, they're one of the two teams that beat us, so we'll give them a little credit. But
we won't see them till the Super Bowl.
Best defense of football.
They're not getting there.
My reign's
right?
over.
Yeah.
I'm out. Been real, guys. Talk to you next week.
See ya. No, you're right, Tommy. It's one of those. It's one of those poll questions where you can be in the middle, right? You can make a lot of disagrees. You can make a lot of agrees. I'll agree, and I agree with everything you said. But I'll also go back. We've all watched worst offenses win a Super Bowl on the backs of their defense. All you need to do is have timely scores and extend drives when needed to keep your defense off the field a little bit, right? But also, if we look at the Eagles offense this year, we've also seen it this year. We've seen every version, as you say, Tommy, right? The chameleon in us. We've seen the run and gun shooting out with Minnesota, right? We've seen the high flying explosion against the Giants. And then we've also seen the dud against the Giants, right? The give up against not scoring in the second half against the Broncos, which gives us a loss. And I think the other factor is in this too is these last 2 weeks, we've essentially played 2 playoff games and won them both.
Yeah. And
if you do that in end of January, February, you're in the Super Bowl for the Eagles as the number 1 seed. Because our schedule, we just went through the gauntlet of our schedule, 8-2. Right? Everybody we got coming up doesn't have a winning record. Like, we're going to flip the script on what the Seahawks did earlier this year. Right? When they went the easiest schedule and they went
on Black Friday.
Yeah, they don't concern me.
Yeah, but again,
they have a winning record, but
that's
right.
They
they're okay.
certainly know, but they are a playoff contender.
But we have one of the easiest schedules for those that track that to end the season, right? So I think our offense has done it this year, can do it this year. So I'm going to agree, but there are things that I do disagree. about this and what I need differently from the offense. But I think I for some reason, when they need to do it, they do it. So it's not really a huge, giant concern for me.
Yeah, they play to the score.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they play with their foot. They're like, you just want to.
Yeah. I have more issues with Sirianni not punting the ball on fourth down and saying, we're going to give it to you here.
I think there could be a 30
knowing my
for 30.
defense is that good right now.
There could be a 30 for 30, 20 years from now, right? Might be a 60 for 60 at that point. Okay. But, there'll be something it was like Emmanuel Classe throwing first pitch balls. Like, like something will come out, not gambling wise.
Yeah.
So it's we just, we played down, we played to the score. This is who we were. Like something will come out, about that when it's all said and done, because I feel like they've done that a lot.
Yeah.
But I also feel like before you go, right, I also feel like it's just another change in the coordinator, another thing. And when you guys are done, I got to hammer in on a beat reporter who's been doing this a long time, but he needs to get absolutely annihilated tonight. And a crumb him up. But go ahead.
Look, I understand how good the defense is, and the fact that the Eagles can go out and score kick 3 field goals and go win a football game.
Yeah.
But, realistically, I can't. I'm going to give you some stats which completely null and void everything that I'm about to say. Like the Eagles, they're 27-3 in their last 30 games.
Yeah.
They're like in the Sirianni era. I think they've only lost 5 games where they've lost the turnover battle. This team doesn't turn the football over, and they're so conservative with everything. And their defense is just so good that they can score. I could go play wide receiver. We win football games, which is
the only reason they collapsed.
It's insane.
The only reason they collapsed the 1 year is because of their defense. They didn't collapse because of an offensive collapse 2 years ago, right? They collapsed because of their defense. We were atrocious. What were we? 28th in the league,
it was awful.
Something awful.
We collapsed because Desai and fucking Matt Patricia had no clue with what they were doing.
Yeah, but
showing this side.
I disagree. Because the fact that there's this offense and the amount of star power you have on this offense, there's no excuse to be putting up less than 20 plus points a game. The fact that we scored 16 points this last week, we have a couple games where we've just had absolute duds and we're just not moving the football. How is this team leading the league in 3 and outs? I saw you have 3 of the top 4 route runners, guys that are just running hitches all day. Goddard, AJ, and Devontae Smith are 2, 3, and 4 for most hitch routes run in the NFL. I don't know how many times I've said on the show, if you just throw a slant to AJ Brown, he's getting 6 yards every time, right? And then when you're running second and short, right, then you can get a little bit. You can run, get 2 or 3 yards, and then you're in tush push territory. I saw one clip where one of the first plays of the game, they ran a play action, and Detroit was in a base set 4-3, right? They run play action, and all 3 linebackers come up, and then there's nobody in the middle of the field to throw over the top to. Everybody in the bunch went right, and then I think AJ was out left, and then everybody's just single coverage. If you do anything to get somebody behind that, you're gaining 15, 20 yards. Why is everything so difficult? Why is it so difficult? Is it the play calling because of what Patullo is doing? Is it because of whatever strife that I don't believe in that's going on in the locker room? Is it just they refuse to do anything that could consider something of risk, right? It doesn't make any sense to me that you have guys that are all pro caliber players and you can't move the football. And who's more frustrated? See, exactly. Who's more frustrated? Is it the receivers? Is it Jalen? Is it the offensive line? Is it Saquon? They can all be frustrated, but there has to be something. There's been too much going on. There's been too many people talking about how the offense doesn't work, and you throw out the same thing every single week, right? There's going to be a point where the defense doesn't hold a team to under 20 points, and you're going to have to score. So when are we going to be able to do that? Please, like, go back and look at film from 22. Go back and look at film from last year. Crossing routes, pick plays, rub routes, whatever you need to do. Make some easy completions. Why is every throw that Jalen has to make a one-on-one deep ball where a guy has to win? Or like why is it tight window throws all the time? No wonder your no risk offense isn't doing anything. Nobody's getting separation because a lot of teams just play zone against you, and you're not like they're in double, triple coverage all the time. Or you're running play action and your guys aren't running a route that's going to be able to do something with it. It's incredibly frustrating to watch. Now, obviously, the defense is a reason we can get over all of that. But I go back to 2 weeks ago when you're coming off the bye and you can't move the football at all. Last week,
right.
It was on Sunday night. You're not moving the football at all. Now
we couldn't even get a fucking tush push on third and fourth down and inches.
Everything just seems off. And thank God for Vic Fangio, because I have no idea where this team would be without him. It's actually incredible. But
so you disagree?
I disagree. Okay. That like this team, like with as good as they are, it's ridiculous that we have to have this conversation. But no, the offense as it stands right now is not good enough to win a Super Bowl. The play calling needs to be better. Routes need to be better. Decision making needs to be better. The offensive line needs to be better. Everything needs to be better. Now, whatever the main takeaway from that is, if it's a combination of everything or if it's one specific thing, I don't know. But it's got to be better. Has to be.
I mean, look, Ryan, to your point, I mean, we couldn't convert a fucking third and inches and fourth and inches, for Christ's sake. Look, a lot of there's many problems here offensively. The biggest one is this offensive line is so beat the fuck up, it's ridiculous. And Cam Jurgens is out again, and you have Lane Johnson, who probably won't be back for 4 or 5 weeks at minimum.
Mm-hmm.
And it takes a toll on you after a while. And that's why there's very little running room for Saquon Barkley. That's why there's not a whole lot of time for Jalen Hurts to be able to look downfield and find the open man. And that's why I'm thinking this coaching staff, Patullo and Sirianni in particular, are hesitant to take a lot of chances downfield because Haaland does not have the time back there. The offensive line is in such a rut and such a mess right now, and they haven't been all bad. And I don't want to say they've been complete hot garbage, all right? But when you're so
Steaming.
beat up and you when you have guys in and out of the lineup all season long and have no continuity, it really makes it tough to get into any type of rhythm to be able to sustain drives consistently and move the football down the field. And it's no surprise to me that we either lead the league or one of the league leaders in 3 and out.
Yeah, we
lead the league in 3 and out. So it seems like it's all or nothing.
This goes back to. I mean, you make great points. I mean, this goes back to the fact of you went up front. So when you talk about rhythm and timing and offenses, I look at it as there's two glaring things. Not as much pass protection as just run blocking. Okay, but there's two glaring things. I think it's one, obviously our offensive line, and then two, another new play caller. If he's good, bad, or indifferent, we don't know essentially yet, but another new one. And I think they're the two hard things that take time. I mean, goodness gracious, it's 10 weeks. We're 8-2. Like, I'm going to sit here, right, and say I want to believe that they're good enough and will rise to the level if somebody presses them and somebody puts it on their defense, that they'll rise to protect their defense. I want to believe in that. I want to believe in this court in Jalen Hurts as just a winner, because that's all he's done here. Mm-hmm. All right. And before you finish it, I'll just do it because I'm in it. I'm in the moment now, right? Like the reports, like I don't say anything. Derek Gunn, stop it. Like, stop. You're not allowed to report stuff anymore. When you put Carson Wentz 2.0 into a conversation with Jalen Hurts, fire yourself. Right? That's egregious. That's what that is. That's not even reporting. That's like, look at me. Let me see how many clicks I can get for this outrageous article. I mean, that's what we're talking about. When you talked about Carson Wentz, who's going rogue, these are two separate things. Carson didn't win shit here as a starter. All right? He didn't. We don't get there without him, but he didn't. He wasn't Super Bowl MVP. That was the other quarterback and the other quarterback. Okay? So please, when you talk about respecting the locker room and you talk about the way guys have always respected Jalen Hurts and his leadership, now we're going to start questioning that shit at 8-2 when all they do is win. That's all they've done, like Ryan said over the Nick Sirianni error. That's all they've done. That's all they were going to continue to do unless this local media divides it. And that's what we're watching. And us as a fan base are allowing this to happen in front of our faces. We know it's happening, but we still want to click in. We still want to listen. Stop listening to it. Stop. None of these guys are credible. None of these guys are credible anymore. Nobody's running to the media in 2025 going on 2026. I'm telling you, the guys aren't just running. Oh, just begging at 8-2. You're begging just to be like, oh, Jalen's Carson 2.0, essentially. And that's what we're saying. Like, they're the kind of reports we're putting out there. And we want to allow a guy like this to have access into this locker room. I'm not telling you locker room's got to be a dictatorship by the owner. But if I'm Jeffrey Lurie, I've had enough. I've had enough of the stupid questions. I had enough about the A.J. Brown questions. I had enough about Jalen and A.J. questions when he's the godfather of his daughter. Like, I've had enough of it all. You're talking about grown men playing a competitive sport, and we don't think that it's all kumbaya all the time. Holy shit. If you think it's all kumbaya all the time, I got beachfront in Idaho, wherever, North Dakota, anywhere where there ain't no beaches, I got the front for you. It's a joke that you guys all think that the best of friends can't have some clashes through a season, through the intensity of games, through watching film together and maybe seeing things differently, agree to disagree, right? You think that can't happen?
Yeah.
And you think greatness just sits back and is like, oh, well, we'll get it next week. Or you think there isn't communication, collaboration, and maybe some arguments that come out of it. Guys, you never played a competitive sport in your life. And you ain't even good at checkers. You ain't even, because you don't got a competitive bone in your sack. Okay? They even compete in checkers. All right? You never threw a paddle in Madden. You never launched a paddle out of frustration.
Okay? Those controllers are broken.
Yeah, that tells me, if you think it's all kumbaya and they can never, everything's always gonna be perfect. But if you really think that A.J. Brown, or you think Devontae Smith, or you think anybody with some real goddamn substance in that locker room, it's going to Derek Gunn, running the D gun and being like, yeah, I mean, this is Carson Wentz 2.0 essentially. And that's just what D Gun used, but obviously the guy would elaborate on those types of behaviors, right? Which again, I have no time for. For a guy who's character issues and different things were the things when you're on draft night, you can't question. You couldn't question it on draft night. Yep. Holy shit. We're gonna question it after all he's done is win. And he got a Super Bowl and a Super Bowl MVP, and we're gonna question it now at 8-2, not 2-8. Like 2-8, I get the question. I'm right there with you. But 8-2, I can't wrap my head around it.
At 2-8, I'm ready to drive you to the airport.
Yeah, 2-8. I might be talking about sitting you down for Tanner for a year.
We might bring back Carson Wentz.
Take a step back. We're not doing that. But let's take a step back. Like
this dude, like all he does is win. All he cares about is winning. It's all
and that's why I agree to the poll.
There you go. There you go. Like, look, there's so many frustrating things about this offense, right? Jalen leads the league in passes of over 20 air yards. Of completions of over 20 air yards. Jalen leads that category. So we've always known he can throw a good deep ball. How can we not stream up something like that at least a couple times a game? Why does it always have to be one-on-one that, AJ gives up on because the ball's out of bounds? Like, what are we
or
doing?
Or YOLO ball, right?
Yeah, just like, hey, just throw it up, right? Like, I'm realistically asking, why don't we go back to things that work? Or if your offensive line is banged up, what works really well when your offensive line is banged up? Run an RPO. Run an RPO set. We won a Super Bowl with that. Just running straightly RPOs.
Don't run up the middle, right?
Yeah,
Get to the outside like we talked about last week.
It's just,
I think
how many of the runs this past week went right up the middle?
Guys, this is another common sense thing that we're just passing by. Like as a fan base and the media are just driving by the fact that our running back did what he did last year, and it's such a long season, and the game plans are all set up to not let him beat them, and the wear and tear, that this was going to be a down year. Now that we expect this down, no, right? But you combine that with the offensive line, and you're getting down here. I mean, to me, I'm giving Tank Bigsby 8 to 10 carries a game.
Should be.
Like, I'm just doing it. Like, I'm not
be.
crowning him. He's not better than Saquon Barkley. It's not that conversation.
It's not. It doesn't need to be that.
It's a look. It's looks. Yeah. Give teams different looks. There's certain things I stand by. Different looks, and with a mobile quarterback, I RPO your ass to death. I do it to death. And it might be straight pass from the huddle. You understand? Like, it can be. Not everything is like, I'm going to be predetermined. You can predetermine huddle that we're throwing the football here, right? Mm-hmm. So, or we're running it here. Like, that all can be predetermined. But now you keeping it, right? You keeping it on a run play is a different conversation, right? But you can even get the look there to know you're keeping it. So, like, come on, guys. This is all trained up. This isn't hard. It's just about them running it more, because that's an easy way for them to get his legs going early and just break off a 10, 15-yarder. Yeah. And now that you have to worry about Jalen Hurts. And I think when you have to worry about Jalen and his legs is when his offense just takes over, because now you can't just zone you up. You can't just do you have to mix up your looks. You have to bring guys downhill. Guys got to play downhill more. In the RPO format, they absolutely have to respect that. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And if you're throwing out of that after you gash a couple, and then throw out of it, it's game over. And I'll say this: the last thing I think that's killing them is every time they get something going, there's a penalty. There's something that sets them back every time. It's not an excuse. Yeah. You can't get in the rhythm when you're constantly playing behind. And they play behind a ton this year. So they got to clean their life up. And that's usually stuff that happens after you win a Super Bowl too. Sorry, Greg. Go ahead. No. I was saying a lot of that is that offensive line, right? They haven't been good enough this year. Jordan Mailata's gone 3 weeks in a row with a huge penalty to start a drive off.
Yep.
Or to kill a drive, right? I mean, Jordan Mailata's got almost, I think it's at least 3 games in a row. Because he hasn't been good this year. He has not been good this year. And I think that's, again, to your point, Tommy, why, and to what we've all talked about, right? But, like, why, let's give Tank a little bit more. Not even necessarily, like, Will Shipley, okay, but, like, mix it up. Give defenses something different to look at, so that way when Saquon comes back in the game, maybe there's a hole there now. You know what I mean? Like,
think you're running with
and if nothing else, he's fresher.
Yeah, he's not taking a hit here.
You know? I mean, look, guys, I couldn't tell you how many instances, I forget who. I mean, I know Mailata had a few costly penalties, but there was a 3rd and short or a 4th and short where we had a pretty damn good chance to convert it, and boom, false start penalty, and now we have to punt the football. I mean, little things like that ultimately will get you beat. And, if we can clean that up and continue to play relatively turnover free, I mean, I agreed to the poll earlier. Yes, I think this is a Super Bowl team, even with, say, a quote unquote subpar offense. I mean, hell, if this defense continues to rise to the elite level that they were last year, I mean, I think we can beat anybody that's in front of us. But we are making it that much harder if we can't get something going a little bit offensively. I mean, even if we don't score 30 points a game, I'd at least like to get to the point where we're sustaining a drive. Go on those 6, 7, 8-minute drives that we used to go on. Because it seems like it's been boom or bust. It seems like it's either been a 3-and-out or it's a 3-play, 4-play, 80-yard scoring drive or whatever.
I'm almost at a point where I'm going to put on my tinfoil hat and just say we're playing possum just to fuck with people.
Yeah, we're playing with our food.
Like we're just like, oh yeah, we're just going to do the bare minimum. We're not going to show you literally anything until the playoffs, and then just going to put up 40 every game. It's like
I love that because it would make it seem so much better, right?
Yeah,
it's just all drama on purpose.
They're just doing everything on purpose.
Show.
Yeah,
well, Hard Knocks is there now, right? So
yeah,
now the whole Hollywood production.
Like everything's just making. There's meetings and like the meetings on like Monday is like, yeah, all right, what drama are we talking about this week? Okay, what's new? All right. Let's have Grant Calcaterra, who's one of the worst blockers in the league, block every snap. Let's do that this week and see what happens. And see if
completely
whip.
Yeah, block after block after
he's
block.
81 out of 85, according to PFF. And like, let's throw him back out there. Yeah, like let's just see what outrageous thing we can do this week. Let's go 3-and-out for the entire first half. Can we still win? Yeah, we can still win. All right, cool. Then we're gonna play up. Then I don't know who will play in the first round of the playoffs. We'll finish.
Are some of their buddies? They tell their buddies who need money.
Like, hey, watch this.
Money so bad. Hey, bet the under. Bet the under.
Yeah, just dumb as
but
shit.
hey,
once Terry Rozier coming back?
Yeah, once December rolls around, we can't help.
That's what I was sort of going with earlier. That's what I was sort of saying. Like in the 60 for 60 down the road.
Yeah.
Talk about there was some point shaving because they knew they were that good to be able to do it. They can light switch at any point.
Realistically, we'll get like, I don't know, the Rams will win the division, and then Seattle will come in here has just been blowing everybody out and winning, and we'll beat them 42-7, just like some dumb shit like that.
Well, I truly believe we'll start to figure stuff out. I think we're too smart as a unit and as a group. You would hope to figure that out in the bye. And again, I think I'll say this a million times. Play calling comes down to that play caller having a feel and a rhythm for the game. And I think when you're struggling like you are, say week in, week out, it's RPO, it's up tempo, it's get on the ball, and it's try to just put people in what you want them to be in. Right? I just don't. That's where I go. Like, if I'm struggling as a play caller, I'm saying we're on the football. And if we don't get a first down, we don't get a first down anyway. Right. We're either not going to get one or get one. But like, if you don't try something new, you don't know. And I think they could do more of that. But because when they do it, seems like they move it well. But it's just the penalties. Like Saquon will run one for 10, 12 yards, and you got a 10-yard holding penalty. Yeah. So they just keep getting nipped in the ass, and they take the football away. They don't turn the goddamn football over because that's Jalen Hurts. And if you keep doing what they're doing, like somebody said, like John said, they can beat anybody. Yeah. And they have beat everybody. So, Buffalo is going to be a big test, right?
But it might not matter at that point.
Might not matter, but still a test. But
yeah,
again, my point is we've had plenty of tests. That doesn't define us.
Yeah.
Right. We've had plenty of them. So
the other thing too, it's when you look at this and Noah, you hit it on the head with the offensive line and the sustaining drives, right? Like we haven't seen that this year. We haven't seen them, and there's been multiple times. I think of the Bucks game because I know I was saying it in the stands, right? You get the ball back with 5 minutes left. Let's go end this game, Even if we only get 3, let's go cut off 4 minutes of the game, make it a 2-score game with a minute left. You got no shot, right? That was the same thing here. Same thing this week, even before the bogus pass interference call. Right?
I was going to say, we got a gift there. If it wasn't for that PI call against Detroit, God only knows what we'd be talking about right now.
We're still talking about a win, Noah. Come on.
Still,
Baby Hands Goff wasn't doing shit that day. Come on.
I think Jared Goff went.
Don't feed into that bullshit. We were winning that game.
I hear you, and we probably won. But
that's the point, right? Like that drive, though. 4 minutes left, 3 minutes left. Why Sirianni goes for it there is that's that drive that you usually go for, right? That's that drive that you usually ice the game away because we're so good usually at running the football. And if you look at the stats, right, like our passing game stats are essentially the same as they were last year. It's our running stats that are just drastically different. And you go back to the offensive line,
what we had last year,
which is so different.
Right now, Saquon Barkley has 662 rushing yards. Now he'll probably get to 1,000 or maybe even 1,200 before the year's out, but that's still half of, slightly over half of what he had last year.
Yeah, look, hey, Saquon had an insane year last year. He had 1,000 carries. He did everything we asked him to do and then more.
Yeah,
right.
And we'd be fools to think he
down here.
Right, we would be fools to think he could replicate exactly that, of course. Mm-hmm. But it just goes to show, it's not a reflection on Saquon necessarily. Yes, he's having a little bit of a down year, but really, it's how beat up we are on the offensive line. It reflects on how well the O-line played last year, Mm-hmm. And believe it or not, they were a little nicked up last year too. I mean, we remember Juergens, gutting it out, through the playoffs, and lo and behold, he's been bitten with the injury bug again. And we remember Landon Dickerson gutting it out, beat up at times last year. But for whatever reason, there was better continuity last year. There weren't guys shuffling in and out of the lineup. We didn't have to rely on Brent Toth or whatever his name is to play any meaningful snaps. So I don't know. We got to get this O-line healthy. If this O-line can get healthy and stay healthy by playoff time, I have no doubt that we're going back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, you're at a spot where, you beat Dallas this week. You essentially clinched the division. Yep. It's not officially over yet, but you beat Dallas this week. You essentially division's done, and then you don't want to lose any games because obviously you want to have those. Everybody come through Philly. You want to have home field advantage.
You want that. Most importantly, you want that bye.
Right, you want the bye so you can get as much as you can.
We need that bye.
Yeah, especially if you could have, if you could clinch everything, if you clinch the 1 seed, especially going into week 18, where you can rest for 2 weeks, right? Like we did last year, like that'd be awesome, right? But, ultimately it comes down to getting everybody on the same page. Because I don't know if everybody's on the same page. The defense obviously is. The offense needs to be on the same page, which for whether it's communication or timing or play calling or whatever it is, like I don't need them to put up 50 a game. Give me 28. Like this offense is too good to be able to not score.
Give me 20. Game. Give me 20 and win the time of possession. Have the time of possession. If you have the ball for 38 or 40 minutes of the game, hey, I'll take that too.
I just want a game where the offense looks like it's moving the ball easily. Like we've had 1 or 2 games like that all year, and I can't even remember which ones they were.
Oh, so at this point, I'll take just moving the ball. Moving the ball and keeping the opposing offense off the field. Mm-hmm. And for this week, I know we all love to trash the Cowboys, and for the most part, they've looked like shit this year. But one thing I'll say, and I hate to admit it, at times, offensively, they've looked pretty good. And it would behoove us to keep Dak Prescott off the fucking field. And if we're able to do that, I see no reason why we can't win by double digits down in Arlington on Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's the defense is so good, right? Quignon's been the best corner in the NFL this year.
Yep.
Like last year, he played.
Agree. Yes,
I think he played every snap on either the right or left side. I forget which one it was, but then now he's literally traveled with the number one receiver, and I think last week he had like six or seven like targets and like didn't allow a completion, right? And then he had a couple pass breakups. Obviously you have Coop in the slot, which is great. Adoree Jackson's been playing really good, which we mentioned already. What'd you have? 5 batted passes between Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis this week.
Jordan Davis,
yeah.
Jalen Phillips had a sack. Like
the front seven really was outstanding.
Defense is really, really good.
Yep. So. Yeah, that front seven, and more importantly, they're taking a lot of pressure off of the secondary, and it's quite frankly helping guys like Adoree Jackson, who are kind of, so Jackson in particular, kind of a subpar corner. But if we're able to get after the passer and we give Jared Goff almost no time to get the football off, it'll give a very average corner like Adoree Jackson. It'll make him look better,
But we've always talked about that, right? Like we talked about that in the spring and fall and the summer, right? Like when you surround guys with better guys, they generally step up.
Yep.
And they raise their level of play, right? Like Adoree Jackson the last few weeks had made you forget about the calamity that Jair Alexander caused, right? Or what you thought was going to help this team at the trade deadline, right? Adoree came back from injury, came back from the bye, and all of a sudden it's like now he's got his feet under him again, and he feels like that he can compete again. And that confidence has gone a long way over the last couple of weeks to show that he still is able to play here on a good defense. And I think that's huge for us because you obviously went out and you made a move thinking that you were going to try and upgrade the position or at least throw another dart at the board to see if it stuck, right? And Adoree Jackson's answered that. He answered that bell. And it's good to see because, you obviously you went out there and made the deal in the offseason for him. It's not a long-term deal, right? But you brought him in because you thought he could help. And now he's showing that he can help.
Yeah,
No question about it.
He's finally shown to be a meaningful piece.
Yeah, he's a veteran. He's a veteran who was drafted to be like a franchise corner. Was it maybe for 2 years in Tennessee and didn't fizzle out. Went to New York where guys go to die, in my opinion. Came here, got off to a rough start. Started getting his feet wet in his defense, but I think bigger than that, you bring in some competition or the thought of competition, and then guys focus a little bit more. Guys that want it, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, listen, man, my computer sucks because I had to restart everything. So that's where
that's the worst.
That's where I was, but yeah, I don't know what I missed, but I just think that we're a really good football team and we're going to continue to prove that. But we do have to figure it out offensively and get into that rhythm.
You didn't miss much. We're still 8-2.
Yeah, we're still. Yeah. I mean, coming up on 9-2. Coming up on 9-2. Yeah, 34-24 Eagles. 34-24. So I mean, that's cute. Cowboys a little like that's cute. Yeah, I mean, all I'm going to say it's cute. I mean, people forget what happened in Dallas 2 weeks ago before their bye, and they go to Vegas. Where, come on, let's be real. Not a good football team right now. They win that football game. They win that football game, and now there's talks of like, well, they could beat the Eagles and go beat this team and that team, and now they're in it. Like, knock it off. Knock it off. 2 additions don't make a defense. Both are good players. Okay, so not taking anything away from the additions. I think longer term, going into next year, they're 2 good football players they got for sure. And to the rest of this year, they've dug themselves such a hole that I don't think playoffs should really be in the conversation unless you go on a run. And I guess anybody can go on a run. And if they beat us, then guess what? They're going to be feeling good about themselves and the ability to go on that run. But man, it's a
Come
damn
on,
good
the
defense.
run ends Sunday.
Yeah,
Let's go.
it's a damn good defense coming into the big D. All right, and Jerry can go sit and rotate, or on the big ball in Dallas, the big restaurant. He can go rotate around on that. That's my president for Jerry. Because I just think this is the week. If there's a week they're going to come out, and I thought it was going to be last week because all the conversation. Now listen, you're not in the cold, you're not in Green Bay freezing. I think it's another part of the offense, right, that you can make a case for. This past week was cold. Ryan was there, windy, so not ideal conditions.
Windy, we came out throwing. We came out.
There
were 3 drops on the first drive. I was losing my mind. I'm like, it's windy as shit. Why the fuck are we throwing the football? What are we doing?
I love this team.
We drove by that. But we got to catch the football. You know what I mean? We just drove by that like that didn't happen, but we got to catch the football.
Three drops on the first drive.
That being said, it doesn't always translate to great offenses in those types of weather games.
Yeah.
I think we've seen that over the years. Doesn't mean you shouldn't or you can't, because we watched it in Buffalo with Tampa and Buffalo. But a more trend to the side of lower scoring games. Okay, this is closed doors. This is closed environment. Right, and I think you get it in the closed environment. I think you can see a little bit of an explosion this week. But I think you need to keep Saquon to 18 touches. I'm going to stand by this. I think we're giving them too many touches. I give their touches to Tank, Will. I'm giving out touches, man. I'm getting his legs fresh because we know we're a playoff team. Get his legs right. I'm serious. Like, I would sit and talk to him about, you might get 10 touches today. And if he looks at me funny, like, dude, I'm keeping you right for the biggest part.
Yeah.
For the biggest part, I need your legs. You're a tick slower this year. You're a tick slower because of the wear and tear. You're not slower, but you guys get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Tick. The ability to break that tackle because of the wear and tear after last year. You're not breaking that tackle like you would, right? When you get the one-on-one in open space as much. Okay?
Wide open space.
That changes when your legs are fresh. It changes, man. So, and your body's fresher.
Yeah, he'll get that burst back. I agree, Tommy, and I look. We're a good football team. Yes, there's certainly some concerns, especially on the offensive side of the ball recently. But with all that said, hey, SJM hit the nail on the head. Dallas's secondary is awful. In fact, their entire defense is awful. There is no reason we can't come out, go down there, and fucking take it from them. Just go out there and take their fucking lunch money from them. All right, take their lunch money, empty their fucking pockets. All right, fucking grab their ankles, hold them upside down. Make sure every nickel, dime, quarter, dollar, maybe even 100, or maybe a 20 or 100 will slide out of there. All right, and fucking squash any hope that Dallas has of making any kind of postseason run.
The concession stand. They got great ones there on your way out. Make sure you get it. Make sure you.
I don't care if they rob a convenience store on the way out of town.
Jesus.
Rob a few of them, whatever. All right, take everything from them. Take it to them. Now's the time. Now, we're in November. We're approaching Thanksgiving. It's getting late early. Let's go.
It's getting early.
From kickoff to the gun. I want to see dominance. And that's what we're going to see on Sunday. Birds, 34, Dallas, 10. Let's go. Let's go.
Jesus. It's a season of giving. Holy shit.
Oh, appreciate the turkey.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.
Yeah.
Love it.
Wow. What a rant. Kyle Brandt
That
Hill.
was a
You know
good
what I mean?
one.
Kyle Brandt Hill. Yeah, there's some great ranters out there. At McAfee who. That is epic. What a performance.
34-10. Mark it down.
Write her down. Write her in.
It's a good one.
So 34-24.
Screenshot that.
Noah's
Stick it
got
up your ass, Jerry.
Noah's got us still playing 85 Bears defense, which I absolutely love. I just think Evan Flow hits, right? And you'll give us some points because it's a good offense. And you might even be up big where you're giving up the points, in mop up a little bit. Okay, in stat pattern. All right, go ahead, Brian.
24-17. Birds.
92.
24-17. It's going to be a drag out thing again. It's going to be annoying. We're going to score a touchdown in the fourth quarter. Go up. It's going to be tied in the third quarter. It's going to be 24-17 or 17-17. Birds are going to score a touchdown early in the fourth quarter. Defense is going to force a turnover late, and we're going to win on the road. It's going to be I'm going to be annoyed the entire game, and we're going to win anyway. This is how it's going to be. That's it.
I'll be annoyed when we give up a fourth quarter touchdown to give them the 10 points. Say, fuck, we could have held them to 3.
Garbage time touchdown. Yeah, no, 24-17.
I got a little bit closer game than everybody.
Closer than 24-17, babe.
Yeah. I'm right on the number. I'm right on the number 3. There's two factors against them this week. We don't play well without Lane Johnson, and the Cowboys are better at home. They just always are. Most teams are, right? But the Cowboys are better at home. I don't think they win the game, but I think it's a little closer, unless, of course, the offense that we talked about comes out and just whips it out on the star. Right? Unless the offense comes out and just whips it out on the star, like T.O. did, right? And we just absolutely, but we haven't seen it in a couple of weeks. We haven't seen it since the bye, which is, again, going back to the poll is, a reason somebody could disagree, right? We haven't seen that offense since the bye. But I'm going 27-24 Eagles. I'm right there on the number. It's the biggest thing is Lane Johnson, though, right? Like we do not play well or win with Lane Johnson out of the game.
Don't worry about it. We got Fred Johnson.
I love me some Fred. I do love me some Fred.
I read a stat earlier. We're actually good with Fred in.
I love Fred.
No, I read a stat earlier that
he's a great personality to have in that locker room,
right.
and he's pretty
Fred.
He's pretty good when he put him in.
No, like we're like 7-2 in his starts.
Oh, really?
Which is
like that good?
Yeah, like I read that on. I want to feel like it was Berman.
Yeah, fuck the Cowboys up that good. Yeah.
Yeah, we're also forgetting the Eagles were in Kelly Green this Sunday.
They are 5-0 in Kelly Green.
We're in Kelly Green this Sunday. First time they were in Kelly Green on the road since they brought him back. And first time in Dallas since, the 80s, probably?
Probably
the 80s?
Yeah, because it was gone for a while.
Yeah, because when did they make the switch to Kelly Green? Like 91? Something like that? I don't know.
Well, they made this. Well, it was only recently they brought it back.
Yeah. Well, no. When did they make the switch to midnight green? I mean,
they went to midnight green in 1994 or 95. Now Lurie bought the team in 94.
All right, so the Richie Kotite era? Last time they were in Kelly Green?
Yeah, Rich Kotite's last season in Philly was 94. I remember when we started out 7-2 and we finished 7-9. So, yeah, usually when you lose your last 7 regular season games and miss the postseason, that's a pink slip waiting to happen.
It's not great.
No, and then he went on to have a great, illustrious career with the New York Jets. He coached them to a 1-15 record. So
ooh,
there you go. The more you know.
I love that SJM. His defense getting a tutty and a safety. Hello.
like
give
that.
me a Quinyon Mitchell pick 6 this week. Why not?
Yeah, we're all in that same area. Dynasty 96, Jay Koch 95. So it was very, very shortly after the Laurie took over the team.
Yep.
All right, well, I know Jalen's numbers career wise are obviously down without Lane, like significantly, which I think we all knew. Man, I'm trying. I'm trying.
Oddly
to find
enough, since we played the Lions on Sunday, and now we play the boys this Sunday. I remember in '95, that fucking season. We went, and what was it? We beat the Detroit Lions in the wild card playoff game, put up 58 points with Rodney Peete as the fucking starter, only to go down to Dallas the following week and lose by more than 3 touchdowns.
So the Eagles, when they win the turnover battle, right? 40-2 under Nick Sirianni.
Which is
40-2 when they win the turnover battle. And they turn the ball over a few in the NFL this season. Hence why the Philadelphia Eagles are 8-2. This is not like the biggest common sense thing in the world. I'm still trying to find that. Another little note. Eagles defense NFL rankings tied for fewest passing TDs allowed 9. Best opponent's completion percentage 56.6. Third best red zone defense. Third in batting down balls. So little news and notes, but I feel like it did see something about Fred, and we played well, but maybe I didn't. Maybe it was a dream. Maybe it was hope. But he's serviceable.
Yeah.
So I'm not that worried about it. Like if I had Cam, I'd feel a lot better about this.
Yeah.
But we need to somehow get these guys healthy. So maybe the concussion helps them for the knee and everything, just to keep him out. Because is he definitely ruled out?
I don't think he's been ruled out yet.
He didn't practice today. We'll see if he practices tomorrow.
All right, so we'll know more tomorrow with him. But still, I mean,
if he's got a limited tomorrow, like I'm like, all right, he's gonna play.
Yeah, but it's just a constant. You know what I mean? It's just a constant something with these guys up front, and that's why our defense is so good, because the guys up front win. But back to our offense, man, there's a lot being talked about with Jalen Hurts, and I think when you talk that shit and fingers are getting pointed at him and all this, I think it's
ready for a 300-yard day.
Yeah, it's a monster game. This is 280 plus. This is 70. This is 50 to 75 on the ground. This is 2 rushing touchdowns, minimum 2 passing touchdowns. This is a monster performance Sunday afternoon at 4:25 in the Little D.
In the Little D.
There's my player of the game offensively. There's too much talk, right? Too much talk about people not liking this about what he's doing, or this about what he's doing, or this or that, or going rogue in the playbook. Right? Like, knock it off. None of it's true. He comes out as a Jalen Hurts performance, because that doesn't have to be in the pocket. Jalen, go be Jalen Hurts, man. Go be the reason you got this job. Go be the reason you win. Right? And it's protect the football, keep it under 25 attempts, right? And use the God-given ability to use your legs and use them smart. Pick your spots and use it smart. Let's go eat.
Give me the best dressed guy on the team this week.
Ooh,
give me Devontae Smith.
Slimmy.
Give me Devontae Smith. Look good, feel good, play good. I mean, one of my favorite plays of all time as an Eagles fan is watching Smitty catch that one-handed, like, back corner of the end zone, drag the feet into Kelly Green. He's going to have
Jacksonville.
Against Jacksonville. He's going to have some sick suit on down in Dallas this weekend. Pretty sure he shows out there. I know he did for a fact when he was playing at Alabama. He showed out in that stadium before.
Yeah.
Plus, AJ got 15 targets last week or something. So I think he only had one catch. So we're just going to alternate back and forth.
Even it out here.
Yeah, even it out. He's going to have
safe to say that
yeah,
Devontae gets a little bit this week.
8 catches, 110 and a tutty.
8 catches, 110 and a tutty.
Yeah.
Love it. It's my son. You know what I mean? Noah and Greg know it.
Yeah.
You know, draft night said that guy's a gold jacket guy. That's how good he is. He does play great in Dallas. So I love it because they need to get it going. So go ahead, Noah. Would you give yours?
Tell you what, I'm going to steal yours and go with Jalen, but there's a caveat to this.
Caveater.
Both AJ and Devontae go over 100 yards receiving.
Oh, tickle my grundle.
Each get at least one. Each find the end zone at least one time.
Oh, love it. I mean, it makes a lot of people happy on the flight home. Go ahead, Greg.
Yeah.
Yep.
I kind of want to go off the board a little bit, but I will. Their front's really good, so I'll stay away from 2-6. Give me AJ. Give me AJ again.
There you go.
I'll go with Noah's crazy head right now, and go over to Hundo with a tutty. I mean, we if Jalen has the day that we think he's going to have, everything's in play, right?
Yeah, and so is the running game. Give me Saquon for $120 and a TD too.
I love it.
All right, so we're just going, $400 all-purpose yards for everybody.
This is
going for 6
to.
touchdowns.
No, this isn't expose. It's expose me. Expose them. This is an expose me game. They ain't good enough defensively for this. Right? They sit around and act like they are. That's not the case. You know, we talk chameleons. They're going to be able to move the football a little bit unless they turn it over. And then the whole game changes on that if they do that. Right? But if they don't, they can move the football. So we got to respect that they're going to get points. We got to hold them to 3. And then it's our type of game. But I still believe that because they're going to score in the 20s. And if they score in the 20s, we're going to play to that game. Which to me is we're going to score in the 30s. So I'm going to correct my score. It's actually 35-24. Because I was like, we could miss an extra point. You know what I mean? We could do a little of that. It's fine. It's fine. But all right. Defense. Let me stay hot here. I mean, Jordan Davis, how about that performance? But I'm going to go Jalen Carter again.
Yeah. Because
he's been so disruptive since the addition of Jalen Phillips and BG coming back. He's just I don't know, just the veterans around him, and then the ability to have a guy next to you that can flat out get after the quarterback and gets more one-on-ones. And those two guys together did a great job of knocking down balls and collapse in the middle. So give me the combo, because I don't think anybody's going to take them. So give me the combo of Jalen Carter and Nakobe Dean, because they just blow stuff up together. Were you taking them, Greg?
I was taking Nakobe. Yeah.
I don't know. Keep it moving. I didn't take.
I thought you were going combo Mooses in the middle.
Well, because nobody's probably going to take Jordan. So I'll take Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter players of the game. All right, Javonte. What the hell? Williams. Hope you enjoy your Saturday night.
Yeah, that's fun. I just want to point out that I picked Jordan Davis as player of the game last week, and Jordan.
We got a lot of stuff right last week.
NFC player of the week.
We got a lot of stuff right as a show last week.
Let's go.
We got a lot of stuff right.
I'm just gonna say, if you collapse the pocket on Jared Goff, it's game over. And you collapse the pocket on Jared Goff, game over.
Nakobe Dean blowing up people on blitzes.
That's what he does. I mean, he's a blitz monster. I mean, there's not a running back in the league that's standing him up. This isn't. We've watched him. I mean, I think he killed David Montgomery.
Yeah.
Killed him. I mean, absolutely destroyed. Like David Montgomery, you thought you were big. That's tough, Dave.
I think this is the Nolan Smith week.
Woo.
Yeah. Nolan Smith week. You know, he's back a couple weeks now from the injury. He's got his feet back under him. Nolan Smith gets the sack and a half this week.
Oh,
There you go.
Love it.
Second half.
I know I say it a lot and I haven't hit on it yet, but give it another try. Quinyon Mitchell pick 6. I mean, Dak Prescott likes to throw it up. Let's face it. Yeah. And when he's under pressure, he's known for turning it over.
Yeah.
Under pressure. Yeah, I'm going to Kobe Dean. Since his return, Nolan Smith's return, Jalen Phillips' arrival, BG return, this defense has been on another level. Mm-hmm. We thought they were good before the bye, right? After the bye, they've been special. They've been special. And it's funny, awesome. Like creating the show and the poll today this week. I'm like, damn, I should have swapped the poll questions. We should be talking about the Eagles defense like we did last week on this show.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's loaded. I mean, it's flat out loaded. Makuba.
Makuba's playing really well.
Doesn't play like a rookie, like Vic said, which is true. Jalen Hunt's been all over the place in that role. And you've just seen a lot more production from guys, a lot more energy from guys. I told you, when you make moves like that too, on sides of the football, it gives guys a little more juice too. Mm-hmm. When you go get a guy, the guy's like, yeah, that's a really good player. Right? It's a really good DN. It just gives juice. You bring in Brandon Graham. It brings juice. Yeah. Juice matters. If that's vocal or productive or production. Doesn't matter how the juice comes, right?
Did he freeze?
So you need to have the field juice, and they absolutely have it, man. I mean, we talked about it for a minute now. I mean, you literally are replicating the best defense in college football.
Yeah,
like that's what they did. They said, "I'm going to go take the 3 anchors of that." I went up the middle. I'm going to go take the 3 anchors of the best defense I've ever seen. And that's what they did. Maybe not ever, but in the last 2 decades in college football. They went to Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, Nakobe Dean. That's the 3 centerpieces.
You're not that far off by saying best defense ever, especially with the rules today in college football and all that. Yep. They're pretty fucking good.
They're good. And we talk about Trayvon Walker. He can't even – he's a mess in Jacksonville, right? Yeah.
So they wanted to trade him.
Yeah, the guy who went number 1 isn't even that productive like these guys are. Think about that. The 3 pieces where you win in all sports is up the middle. Up the middle, right? You win. You win a goalie in the NHL level at the NHL, right? You need a great goaltender, right? So all these levels, you win up the middle. So baseball up the middle, football up the middle, and what do you got? You got staples, and you got a monster of a human being, like something you would see in like a Gladiator movie, like this gigantic human in Jordan Davis, and maybe one of the best D tackles, one of the best D tackles in football, and maybe one of the best D tackles we'll see here, in our time watching the Eagles when it's all said and done, right? You have those 2 guys, and you got lucky with Zach Vaughn on him being awesome, right? Not lucky, but it's a home run. But the fact that the Kobe and his leadership, like you said, Greg, and what he does for this run game, it's the run game difference maker than the Kobe Dean is, and in the blitz packages, right? But the run game is a game changer, man. You ain't going to sit there and go rush for no $150 with him on the football field. I'm telling you, you're just not going to shove it up her ass. You might do some things, because everybody does. But he's that good. And those 2 guys are that good. And I don't say I'm proud often, but I'm proud of Howie Roseman for listening to this goddamn show. I'm proud of him.
They always do.
I'm proud of him in leading up to draft nights when I told him where to go. It was very simple for years. I said, Howie, just go to Kirby Smart, go to Nick Saban. What are you doing? These guys all can play. Why are we saying what? And then we waited it out. We saw the greatest defense in college football, or at least one of them, and you went and took the 3 staples from that. You do that, you replicating it now with a great coach at the NFL level and Vic, and when you have that, guys bought in, here we are. It's not crazy on why they're this good. Like, it's not like, oh, how'd this happen? Oh, how are they this good? Like, I think sometimes we got to smack ourselves, right? Because it's like, man, this is that good in modern NFL. Like Noah was saying, in today's modern game, how good it is to shut teams down like that. And it all starts up front. And it starts with those two guys. Now, you need the edge guys around them, naturally, to create the Georgia, what Georgia was doing to you, which was suffocating everything you did. They suffocate your run game. You try to pass, and it's pin ears back, and they went and played on the lead with you, right? Or it was, they got you. Yep.
We held our last two opponents to single digits. I mean, in today's NFL, how often does that really happen?
Yep.
You know?
Well, playoff teams.
Also,
like, it's not like we held, like, yeah. Like, okay, give me.
You know, and it wasn't.
Give me the Titans come in. Give me the Titans come in. I should hold the Titans. I should hold the Titans at 9 points, right?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying with this?
Yeah.
Right.
You're talking about going to Lambeau against the Packers, who were a playoff team at the time, and then the Lions, who were a playoff team, coming here, and that's an explosive offense. That was the best offense in the NFL, numbers wise. And you said, "Let me belt the ass you real quick. Welcome to Philly." It's absurd, and we got to pitch yourself sometimes because and that's why I say all the time, like, this is what we asked for. Like growing up, this is what we grew up on in the 90s, man. I'm not trying to be nosy tonight, but we grew up on the toughness of our defenses because we didn't have offenses. So we grew up with Reggie and Clyde and Jerome for rest in peace for a minute. Right. We grew up with the Seth Joiners and the Byron Evans. Right. And
by and large, we had to hold opponents under 20 points to have a chance to win.
But this city was built on defense, though, is my point. We want that. We're built on the physicality. So this is where I say, why do we get all caught up in the offense right now? Like, this is what we want. This is who we are as a fan base. We love it. Like, I love the toughness of defense. I'm not even bored anymore by it because, like, it's not boring to me shutting you down in today's world. This game's played two ways. We get caught up like it's Madden, right? It's only played one way. It's not played one way. Defense wins championships. You think Kansas City's runs by accident with Steve Spagnuolo there? Like, do we think it was an accident? It was all Patrick Mahomes? Those defenses were awesome.
Yeah.
And Mahomes is awesome too. But you get what I'm saying. Those
Same thing, New England.
Hand in hand.
Same thing, New England.
Same thing, New England.
Dude,
Great defenses.
How many games did Tom Brady win?
Defensive coach.
With, like, he only scored 20 points. Like, how many games?
He won a Super Bowl where they only scored 13 and beat the Rams 13-3.
It doesn't matter how you win one, right?
So,
it doesn't matter. Was that parade ruined? Yeah, was that parade ruined? In Foxborough,
I'm sure they enjoyed the duck boats nonetheless. On the Charles River or whatever the fuck they
Preach,
did.
Greg. Preach, Greg Miller. There's nothing like Eagles defense to me. That's what he said. And I couldn't agree more. I mean, the Lions solved all this. They were acting like we talked about last week. They were going to war, right? There was World War III up in here, and what was taken from them. And all this, and you come in here and absolutely get exposed as a quarterback position because we are going to rough your ass up. And the second he starts taking hits early, like any quarterback, running guys have the advantage of taking hits early and then extending stuff and delivering the payback to you in ways. If that's big runs or if that's big plays in the air, then they return the favor. Guys who can't move, I said last week, like guys who can't move, this defense will expose you.
Man, the Southern California boys played every game either in LA or in a dome. Like, come on, man. 30-degree weather. You're not doing shit.
That's why this week there'll be some points, right?
Yeah.
That's why this week we all think that they'll besides now, that they'll score a little bit.
Oh, I don't think Dallas will score that much.
Oh, Joe, you hit the nail on the head, baby. I mean, I've been talking about it. I'm not the only guy, I'm sure, out there talking about it. But the RPO with design QB runs, slants to Goddard and AJ, outside runs instead of halfback dives, do that. We score 30+ a week. Everyone can see it except Patula. Yeah, I mean, listen, when they've ran it, they've been successful with it.
Yeah.
So to me, it's a no-brainer. You have to use the quarterback as a weapon. He's not a guy. He's not Matthew Stafford, and that's okay. Like, it's okay. Lamar Jackson leads as most consecutive games with a touchdown pass, and he runs all over the place, but he runs in the pocket. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he runs in the pocket, and he still runs. You need your quarterback when he has the legs to do it to be able to use it enough.
Yeah.
Do you put him at risk? Sure. But you put him at risk in the pocket too, babe. You're putting him less at risk there than in the pocket. Because you're just reading the DN, man. You're reading the DN. And it opens up so much stuff. I mean, you were talking about guys running wide open last year. Why?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're great players, but the run game all around was delicious. But let's not act like it just started with Saquon.
Mm-hmm.
It started with people had to worry about Jalen too. And they didn't game plan to stop Saquon. They just didn't. Why can't I pull this up? I think we're like 10th in the league in rush attempts too. So like but it's from the running, you know what I mean? It's more from the running backs.
Where we probably had the same stat last year. It was more balanced though between Jalen and Saquon. Not balanced. I mean, Saquon went for 35, 75 yards.
Oh, hey, I just pull up last year's.
To your point, Tommy, that defense wins championships, or at least in our division, it'll definitely win a division title. We have the fewest amount of points scored total in our division, right? Yeah. Yet we've given up the least amount of points, and that's by a long shot. We've only given up 201 points so far this season.
Greg, he rushed for
everybody else has given up 290 or more.
He rushed for like 6 something last year, about 4.3 yards a carry. This year, he's averaging 3.6 yards a carry, 265 yards. So
you could also put in there that we've had our bye. I don't know what I know Dallas hasn't had their bye yet. I don't know about
they did.
Teams. Did they have
they came back.
Yeah, they did.
They just did.
Yep. The Giants and the Commanders have not.
They came back and absolutely lit up Sin City.
Yeah, man. Hey, great job for them, dude. Great job.
How's the guy averaging 9.2 yards per carry, only averaging 1.9 yards a carry a game?
What?
Mathing.
Who is that? Is that Tank?
Yeah.
Well, Tank didn't play for like the first 7 weeks of the year.
It doesn't equate that. It just equates games played. So I guess it does. But no, it doesn't, because he's been here nine games. He's been in the game.
All right. So like he was in the game, but he was only getting like kick return reps. He wasn't getting carries.
No, I got you. I'm just saying, like, he's probably averaging about 4.
Yeah.
Right. If you break it down.
I mean, he had a game where he ran for 100 yards. So like,
yeah,
I don't know, man. The math ain't math in there.
No, it ain't math in there either. You're right. But like pass first downs, we're 30th in the league.
Terrible.
First downs period, we're 28th. Huh.
Terrible.
Pass yards, we're 29th.
That's where we were last year.
Rush average, we're 25th.
Terrible. Well, difference was rush average last year. We were top 5, or if not 1.
Average yards of play, 24th. Plays ran, 26. Yards total, 25th. Points, 20th.
To stop you, we're 26th in plays ran. That means our defense is out there a shit ton, and they're still holding teams to nothing.
Awesome.
Crazy.
Well, and the reason they're not getting all that tired, because defensively we're able to go out there and give them a 3 and out. You know, it's.
Mm-hmm.
But Jalen's had an awesome year in terms of his rating.
QB rating's great. He's 16-1 interception to touchdown to interception ratio. I think he's fumbled one time.
Twice.
Turned the ball over twice.
Yeah,
3 times total.
3 times turned the ball over.
3 times a lady.
In, 10 games? It's crazy.
Yeah, I just want,
Crazy.
and I can't believe I'm saying it because he's such a weapon, but I just want Saquon touches down to like he's averaging about 17 and a half guys. So, that math ain't mathing either. I feel like it's more, but I really like his touches down. If that's 3 more touches down, then it's 3 more touches. Like I just think they have to go a little thunder and lightning right now because Saquon's more to thunder, right? Until he's lightning and breaking 30-yard runs. I mean, I think Tank has the longest run. I could be wrong on that. And I am.
But you're not far off.
No, I am. I mean,
yes. Saquon's got a 60-yarder, I think.
65.
This year?
65-yarder. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's
I forget who it was against. It was like the first play of the game.
Oh, what game was that?
Was that the second Giants game?
Yes.
Second Giants game.
Yeah.
So Dallas coming up, obviously. Chicago.
Dallas, Chicago, then
Friday. That's Good Friday, Black Friday.
You got the Chargers, I think, after that.
Monday night. So now you get
LA,
So now you get a little bit more extended time off, right? You're playing the Friday game.
What? Washington?
No, Vegas. Vegas at home.
Okay.
Then at Washington. So you get home a little bit with that there. Right.
All right,
you get to get yourself home a little bit.
Your last 4 games are Oakland or not Oakland, Vegas, Washington, Bills, Washington.
Correct.
Yep.
So you can relax a bit.
Yeah, there's not a lot of travel.
Yeah.
And that's what we talked about last year, right? Which is important. There's not a lot of travel. There's one flight, and that's the Buffalo. Not a crazy flight, not cross country. After the LA.
Well, that's after LA. Yeah.
But you get a little bye.
LA's at 8-day rest, 9-day rest.
Yeah. So you get out there a little early. Not that you get acclimated because it's 8:15. 8:15 is 8:15, right? But then you come back and you got Vegas and Washington. So you're no playing 3 out of 4 weeks there at the end.
Yeah.
And then you're talking about hopefully a bye. Or at worst, you got a home game.
Yeah. I think you might have missed this part, but like if the Eagles win this week, you essentially clinch the division. It's not divisional yet, but the division's over.
Yeah, it's done. Joe, probably not, but maybe. You never know. I guess it depends what else they address before that.
Well, they did.
I find it very hard to believe you don't take a tackle this year in the first round.
Well, I find it hard you don't believe you take a guard or a tackle.
Yeah,
one of
those guys. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, whoever you know the deal. Whoever the best guy
They did just
is.
open up. They opened up the practice window for the rookie that they did draft, Miles Hinton, this week. They just opened that up today, actually.
Yeah, and then
he's one of the rookies, the kid from Michigan, and you drafted the kid from Texas as well, who had the foot injuries last year, which made him drop. So they didn't use high picks for offensive line, but they did address the offensive line this past year. So interested to see what this kid does. I'm not saying he's a future either. I'm just saying they did invest a little bit of late picks into some of these just massive human beings from big time programs that you just hope one of them pans out, right?
Well, yeah, obviously big recruits in some fashion or figured it out on campus to become a starter, right? To your point, and just hoping you can find that diamond in the rough. And like we talked about on draft night, I don't expect say 3 of them to all hit, but can you get one to be a starter?
Right.
And a good starter, then that's a home run, right? Then it's a home run. But I do believe that somewhere in these first 2 rounds next year, they're going after a tackle or a guard, if not both. There's really not. I mean, you can always use more DNs, obviously, but and more corners. I get it. Now I'm best player on the board, but I could absolutely see you going corner and guard or tackle in some fashion. But I don't want to talk that yet. But
yeah,
but let's see how Tower Scene finishes it off.
Half your defense is up for contract this year, also.
Yep.
When you talk of Nakobe, Jalen Phillips, right? If you want to extend them, we can go through that later on. But I'm saying you're right. You're either going heavy defense or you're re-signing them all and have no money and drafting all offense.
Well, I mean, that's what I would do.
Look, hey, the cap doesn't exist. Howie Roseman's a wizard. The cap doesn't exist. It's fine.
Oh, I don't disagree with you there.
Sign everybody, draft everybody. Just keep it going. Just do whatever you want. Yeah, I think
there's no question he's going to focus on the offensive line in the draft. I mean, you take best player, of course, but
yeah, no.
Yeah, but you don't win with those like flashy guys, right? You win,
right?
Like when you're rebuilding your offense per se, and
right?
You're putting all your eggs and signing your defensive players, right? You start that process up front. You start that process with Elaine Johnson. You start that process with guys like that are 10-year bookends for you, and then you go draft your skill position guys, which that team doesn't need to do.
Shows it. I mean, look at the early 2000s with Thomas and Runyon. I know Runyon was a free agent, but they were your bookend tackles, and so on and so forth. You win up front. Period.
I mean, Devontae's 27 years old, right? So, I mean, again, another really young player here. Like, so, like when you're going, you don't need to go look for a wide receiver right now. Like that's not really what you need to do. Like you have young wide receivers under contract.
Right. Maybe in the middle to late rounds you take.
Like I'm maybe a third or fourth round.
Not in the first 2 rounds.
No, because you got to dedicate, and you got tons of picks. So
you have so many picks.
Like the great thing about it is with all of these picks is like you can go sign these defensive guys that you really need to sign, like Nakobe. But guess what? Nakobe's not going to make as much just because of the injury concerns he's had. So you're going to same with Phillips, man. These guys that have been banged up aren't going to get the bag unless you win a Super Bowl. If you go win a Super Bowl, then all bets are off on what these guys get paid. You know what I mean? Then this conversation becomes a moot point. But if
after the first few weeks here, Jalen Phillips is going to make the bag the way he's showing out here.
Unless he misses 2 weeks. I'm not.
That's true. No, you're right.
That's been his MO. Nakobe's
just going to throw that out there now.
Like, who else is up? Jordan Davis? Is Davis up? Or one more year?
1 more year for Davis.
Yeah, because he's the first round pick. That's right. Yeah.
Let me see if I can find it. There was a list of it.
I just think they're going to get these guys because I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Jordan Davis is going to get $100 million somewhere. I mean, you let that guy out your door. I don't. So if you got a gun to my head, like I talked about earlier, Phillips can walk. The ends can walk, man. The ends can walk.
Key free agent this all season.
Yeah, sorry. Jordan Davis, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean cannot walk. Let the rest walk.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Key free agents: Goddard, Blankenship, Dean, and Phillips.
Yeah, that's not a lot. That's not crazy. Well, Blankenship,
and then also
I let walk.
The hovering is Jalen Carter, right? Like you have all those, but the hovering is Jalen Carter, making sure you obviously have enough to sign him.
Right.
Yeah, but that's 2 years away.
It is.
And you got to give
Jordan Davis. They'll figure out how to kick the can down the road anyway.
Yeah, and Jordan Davis is going to make $100 million. Yeah. So, but
unless you get to him early.
Yeah, and that's where I think they will next year. But I think they let Reed go unless Reed is on a really cheap deal.
Yeah,
because he hasn't played great this year. Like in terms of Pro Football Focus rankings.
Yeah,
he was down. Not that I put a lot of stock, but we talked about it. I wanted to know that ranking, right?
Yeah.
Like I needed to know where he shook out, and that's not ideal. So on a contract year, I hold the leverage there.
But he's a captain, right?
No, but that's where I hold the leverage. Like, I'll bring it back.
Yeah.
I'm not bringing it back for $20 million a year.
No, 100%.
Yeah, I'll bring it back for $4 or $5 million a year. Safety.
Yeah.
You'll make $35 million over 4 years, but I'm not going to give you anything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He doesn't get the bag.
Yeah. And with like Jalen Phillips, right? I know again, like he might get offered a bag if he shows out the rest of the year. But like it was 2 weeks ago or last week. He was like, "Yeah, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. This is phenomenal." You really think he's going to want to leave a situation like this, where he just left Miami, where he felt, that this place sucks? Who's going to pay him? Who's got money to pay him X amount of money, whatever he's worth, per se, right? Other than like Vegas or
right.
Where Jeffrey Lurie comes in,
like,
and this is where the incentives come in.
Yeah.
Right. And this is where you up incentives for guys that get them for cheaper. It's like, you want to stay here. You've been hurt, Nakobe. You want to stay here. You've been hurt. We want you here. Incentivize his deal. Games played, production. Just incentivize it more.
Mm-hmm.
Get Nakobe should be getting like $7.5, $8 million a year. He hasn't been on the field enough. Right. So you do that and you incentivize it. Now you can afford to bring him back. John Campbell's on a 5-year deal. Huh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think he's too small to play that role in the run game right now. You know what I mean? So we'll see. But they're in a great spot.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because they can get out of other deals. So it's like, to be able to sign Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. I love AJ, but he won't be here at some point. He won't be here at some point.
You think do we honestly think he's back next year?
I think
100%.
next year, depending how this year happens, he's back. But I think the year after, they get out of that deal.
Yeah, I think because there's a ton of dead money if you get rid of him after this offseason. I think there's still a ton of dead money. So
I'm not getting rid of him yet.
No, it's not going to happen.
But the following year after, as he's going to be 30.
Well, yeah. I mean, so he's 28. He's going to be next year's his 29 season. The year after that's 30. So
30, I dangle
mm-hmm.
for a third. Depending on his production. If his production's awesome, then I'm trying to get a second or first for him. You know what I mean?
Right.
Sort of what I get close to what I give up to get him, and I still have a number 1 wide receiver here, and now I got to go back to the draft.
Yep.
I got to go hit on a guy for the next 5 years or 4 years in the second round, right? So
again, Cap's fake. So if they have to move in this offseason, they'll figure out a way.
AJ Brown.
Again, I'm not worried about it either. I think,
and AJ might want out, like SJM says. I don't know if I believe that, but I think the only reason he would want out is because of the media. I don't think he would want out because of the winning or the team or even that much his production. You know what I mean? I think he would want out more because of the media. I think the media, I'll say it like that, I think the media drives this stuff, makes stuff more than what it is.
Well, I'll say this: if he ends up going to New England to play for the Patriots, I think that could be an ideal landing spot for him. You have a young up-and-coming QB in Drake May, and then you have head coach Mike Vrabel, for whom he used to play for in Tennessee. So,
yeah, I'm not ready to have that talk yet.
I'm good.
Let's go win a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go win a Super Bowl. So
I hear you. Well, let's beat the Cowboys this week first.
Let's go handle business.
That's right.
Sixers, Raptors, we don't got to get into anything there. I mean, it's just
bad third quarter, 21 turnovers, short staff.
Yeah.
First night of a back-to-back. You play for the Bucks tomorrow night without Giannis. Just tread some water. Not overly worried about it. Okay.
No, go get a win tomorrow.
Yeah.
Go get a win tomorrow. Hot stove Phil's. And you put it in here, Greg. So I know you got some.
Yeah, no. I mean, the only real news right now is just obviously Schwarber and Ranger declined their qualifying offers.
Mm-hmm.
Wouldn't have hated Ranger to pick his up.
Yeah.
But what that means though is if they sign somewhere else, we get a pick for him.
Yep.
We get compensation for him. I to be honest with you, just thinking hot stove in general. I think the Yankees are pissed Grisham picked up his option.
Well, why would you? But
I guess maybe not because they offered him, right? But
why would you offer him that? It doesn't make any sense. Like
Grisham gets like a $17 million raise.
Wow.
For picking up the offer.
Like, why would you offer him that? It's so dumb.
Yeah.
especially when you're trying to sign outfielders. Like you're in the market for Bellinger, you're in the market for Kyle Tucker. Like, why are you offering Trent Grisham $20-some million a year?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Like, so dumb.
And not a lot of players accept the qualifying offers, but 4 of them did this year. Obviously, Grisham, Brandon Woodruff in Milwaukee did. I think that's actually a really good deal.
I think it's good for him because he's coming back from injury this year, so he's got another.
And you get that. Yeah, you weren't getting that in the open market.
No, he's got another.
Gleyber Torres in Detroit is kind of a tricky one because they just have a lot of infielders, and then Shota Imanaga went back to the Cubs.
Another one there where it's like he wasn't great this year. He was okay.
Right.
Another like prove it type deal for him. So
yeah.
Where do you
Pirates are in on Schwarber? That's interesting.
What they're rubbing together their 2 nickels.
Well, really, they're trying to put asses in seats, and I mean they know damn well they're not going to put a competitive product on the field anytime.
They got to start doing it sometime, or Paul Skeens is going.
I mean, Paul Skeens is the only reason anybody goes to the ballpark, other than the fact that it is a beautiful ballpark. Yes,
I'll tell you what,
it's a very beautiful ballpark.
They could have. I mean, if they did anything offensively, they could have a loaded rotation.
Yeah, their staff's really good. Their
rotation is
really
good.
45 homers in their lineup helps it.
Yeah,
that helps. Yeah.
I mean, do you guys think he's gone? Do you guys feel like he's gone?
No, I think Schwarber's back. I think we end up giving him.
Sure hope he's back.
I don't know. People are going to be pissed off. I don't mind giving him a 4-year deal, 5-year deal. I really don't. Because realistically, where are you getting that? Where are you getting that production from?
You're not.
Where are you getting it? Like realistically, like I'll eat the last year if he papers off.
56 homers is a lot to take out of the lineup.
What's his last year? I mean, what's the last year? So hitting 35. I mean,
if you hit 30 home runs the year 4, year 5, all right, cool.
That's the same organization that gave Harper 42 years.
Yeah, like.
You know what I mean?
Again, you're maybe a little gun shy because you're going into a lockout after next year. You're trying to institute a salary cap, right? It's what baseball is trying to do. Maybe that's why you don't want to give them the money. But like, really, I need Middleton to just be like, "Yo, screw you guys," and like, "Hey, we were talking about getting the trophy back. Yeah, dude, pay the people you want. Then go pay for Kyle Schwarber. Go pay for Alex Bregman if you want them. Go pay for Kyle Tucker." Don't worry about the apron. The team that's won back-to-back World Series pays $1 bajillion in tax every year because they just want to go out and win.
Yeah,
go do it. You have a
massive and not that it means that much on their level, but you're in a pretty tax-friendly state of Pennsylvania compared to fucking California, for God's sakes. Just pay them.
I mean, it's just real simple. Like your opportunity's there. You're watching the big bad wolf, which is the Los Angeles Dodgers, go out and spend a ton.
Yep.
Right? You watch it in front of your face. When you know that's happening and you said stupid money years ago, why would you pull back now? Like the Ryan just said, like, I'm not trying to get more lefty heavy, but I mean, and I'm not saying I love all 3 guys and it solves every issue, but like I'm literally going and getting Schwarber, Tucker, and Bregman. Yeah. Like if I'm really all in to say, hey, I want to come play. I want to come play. I said out loud that Bryce Harper wasn't that type of player anymore. He's a really good one, but he wasn't star carrier anymore. So knowing that, I got to go surround him with guys that can make up some of that production.
Yep.
Right? It doesn't mean he's not a good
player.
player.
In win now mode.
It doesn't mean he's not a good player.
Right fucking now. And that window is not
if he's not a star now, if he's not playing at a star caliber now, how's it going to be 5 years from now?
Exactly.
So, and then I'm not worried about giving Schwarber 5 years. I'll give everybody what they want. I'm trying to win over the next 2 or 3 years.
Yep.
I mean, we're in that mode. We
signed the deal with the devil. It's going to be a season in 2027.
Forget that. Don't be a season because they're not that stupid. The fact of the matter, the fact of the matter is,
okay, they were in 1994 to have the postseason canceled,
and they learned from that. Hopefully, this is the deal you sign with the devil. When you go and spend the money, and you don't get it done and you don't get over the mountain, but somebody else does, you got to then go match the cigar money, baby. And that's those three.
Okay.
And then I go to Japan, and what's there? I'm dead serious. Like, I'm not messing around anymore. You can't. You have the closer. You have the staff. You have the pieces to go win. You have the bullpen. You have all the pieces. Go load up offensively and say, you know what? We're going to go play the game with you. Like, you're that close in that series. You're that close. If you have a legit lineup, because that lineup's not good enough.
If you do anything at all offensively in that series, you win the series and you probably win the World Series. Anything at all.
They got 5 or 6 guys that scare you in that lineup. Minimum. We got 5 or 6 guys that scare you in that lineup last year for us.
Nope.
No. But I got 3. I got 3 that scare you. So now I had 3 more. Now I'm in the conversation. And if I get anything more if I get something out of Crawford, whatever, and these other guys, then great. Bryson Stott, right? Then sure. But I will get more out of those guys because now they're down 7, 8, 9. They're more relaxed.
No, man. Look, you want to go all in. You spend the money on Schwarber, you spend the money on Kyle Tucker, you spend the money on Alex Bregman, you flip Alec Boehm, you don't sign JT, you go trade for like Adley Rutschman, and you just go all in.
This is Team USA. This is Team USA versus Japan, Joe. That's what it is.
Well,
It's
Joe,
Team USA versus Team Japan.
Joe, to your point, it's no accident that a lot of them sign in LA. I mean, there is a huge. It's closer and technically in geographic proximity. Not only that, there is a huge Asian population in Southern California, specifically in LA and in Orange County. I mean,
it also doesn't hurt that the best player in baseball plays there.
Yeah,
Right.
they follow him.
Yeah.
So
Shohei.
that's why you got to go Team USA. Like, that's what I'm trying to go. Like, you got to go all in. You got to match it. Like, if you're not going to win the battle in Japan, then you need to win the battle here. They already won the battle there. Here, they got Freddie and Mookie. they already won that battle. Right now, you got to go get that. That's what I say. This team's 3 players in this lineup away from me really believing in it. Like, that's where they're at. They're a playoff team, but they're still 3 guys away that got to put fear into you. I need 3 fear guys.
You need 3 professional hitters, guys that aren't just gonna flail at everything. We were talking about this in October, man. Just too many uncompetitive at bats. Go give me a guy that's going to go gap to gap. I don't need guys that are hitting home runs every single time they come up to the plate. It helps, right? But we've done that, and it hasn't worked.
Give me Crawford, Bader, Bregman, Tucker, Schwarber.
Yeah, I mean, then you add, and you have Harper and Turner, and then whatever you want to do at second and third base. Or if you're, depending on wherever you're putting Bregman. If he's planning to play second, he's going to play third. You probably move Alec Boehm. You trade Alec Boehm to, I don't know, somewhere. Go get another bullpen piece.
And if we sign Tucker, he'd play right, correct?
Yeah.
Tucker would play right. You go flip a couple prospects that aren't Aiden Miller to Baltimore and go get Adley Rutschman. You're your catcher. You're just switch hitter. Probably still solid defensively. They just showed their hand. They paid Sam Basala a ton of money. So what are you going to do? You're going to have 2 catchers like in your everyday lineup? You're going to put Adley at first? You're going to put Basala at first?
He's coming into his prime. He had a down year, but he's coming into his prime.
Yeah, so
27.
His value is probably a little bit lower. You probably don't have to give up. You're not giving up Aiden Miller. You're not giving up Justin Crawford. You're not giving up Andrew Painter, right? I'll give up other guys to go and get an Adley Rutschman because he's 26, maybe 27. So go get a guy like that, and maybe you sign another starter. Maybe you can bring Ranger back. I don't know. Money's fake. There's no salary cap. Go spend as much money as you want. How much money do you make in ticket sales every year? How much money do you make in merch sales every year?
I know how much I spend going down there.
Oh, money! Wait, money's fake. I can retire tomorrow.
Yeah, you go ahead.
It is.
No,
Not you, babe.
Yeah.
It ain't for everybody. You know what I'm saying? It ain't for everybody. That's for them. But no, you nail it. Like, listen, I go I can't say enough how all in I go. I mean, who's out there? Who can I bring back? I mean, it's a party because I'm trying to win right now. And if I'm competing with the Joneses, I don't have the farm system to say, oh, I'm going to bring up 5 guys that are like top prospects. No, I'm going to bring up 2, right? But then I also have 4 other guys I also have to sort of build around here, right? So that's where the 3 guys come in.
Yep.
I'm 3 guys away. Who are those 3 guys going to be?
Yep.
Schwarber, Bregman, Tucker. That's what's out there, right? That's the best that's out there. Then go all in.
Go spend $1 billion this offseason. Go do it.
That's where I would be if I'm
do
John
it.
Middleton. I'm saying, you know what? I'm tired of it. Right? If I just got to eat bait with Nick Cassidy and I just got to eat $20 million and I just got to eat it.
He's gone. That's
but I mean, like,
yes.
if nobody baits on trading for him.
Yeah, you just cut him. Like, he's not going to be here. He's not going to be here.
Dumbo did say there is no limit, whatever that means.
The money?
He doesn't have any restrictions.
Dude,
I don't think it's all what we just talked or you guys talked about.
But either way, like,
why not? Like, if you can back
I'm just saying it's not realistic.
Yes, it is though, because the Dodgers do by just back ending money.
I hear you. We watch we watched this same team for 3 years in a row. We all of a sudden think they're gonna switch it up and reverse it.
Reverse
you gotta do something. You have to
go a little Missy Elliott there, switch it up and reverse it.
Yeah.
If you would have given me the beat, I would have been on it, baby. But my point to you is like you're not understanding. That's different. Like that's 4 guys in your lineup that were different than last year. When you talk about Bader, it doesn't really count. You talk about Crawford, you talk about Tucker and Bregman. That's a different lineup, man.
Well, yeah, you're doing that, and then you can flip Marsh, you can flip Alec Bohm.
Yeah, I mean they are looking to trade off the active roster. So and Strom, Bohm, and Casty are the leading rumors out there of being available.
Yeah.
Well, if there's no restrictions, I mean, listen, I thought they made a home run deal at the deadline with both guys. One guy's definitely back. We'd like to get the other guy back. But either way, you got the bullpen, right? You got the back end with 2 flamethrowers.
We got the bullpen. We just got to be able to throw to first base.
Yeah. Well,
that's not the reason they lost the series. But
no, I hear you.
Yeah, I totally forgot all about it.
I mean, I'm fucking around. But, I mean, the reason we lost is we couldn't hit.
No. And that's where you need the new life.
Yeah.
From a younger guy. And then 3 veterans that can swing it just to give better at bats in this lineup and wherever else needs to be done. But I mean, if there's no limit, go spend it.
I hear you.
Blank check. Let's go.
I mean, what
you guys actually sold me on Bichette over Bregman last week.
Oh no, I'll take Bichette.
Again, I think I think Bichette's going to stay in Toronto. But like that, other than that, like I would love Bichette over Bregman. Give me Bichette over Bregman, 100%.
I can get Bichette. Yeah, I can get Bichette for cheaper too. So
I just
cheaper than Bregman, it still won't be cheap.
No, but cheaper than Bregman. Cheaper than Bregman.
Yeah, you're not paying $40 million like you're going to pay.
No, if I go get Tucker, then I can go pay Tucker and Schwarber because I'm not paying 3 guys. I'm really paying 2. That kind of money. You know what I mean?
Either way, like. There's still going to be a ton of money. But again, go do it. Go. You said stupid money. Go spend stupid money and go arm for arm. Go gun for gun. Go do it. So I'm tired of you like, oh, yeah, we're going to do all this. Like, you tried it. It didn't work. At least with these guys. Go do it. You can't quit now. If you're going to quit now, you got to trade off everybody.
Yeah.
And you really spend stupid money.
You're not going to do it.
He's all in already, you know. So you might as well.
You're halfway in.
Yeah.
No, you're not all the way in yet.
Yeah, isn't all the way in, man. Like when you watch a team, when you watch.
What I'm saying is they have to. You have to cut the check.
You have to pick it up. Yep, you have to pick up the tab. You guys say this one's on me because you're watching the team that won it do it. They won it the last 2 years. Yeah. So I mean, it's a copycat league. So if I'm John Middleton, I got eyeballs and a cigar. I'm saying to myself, well, look what they're doing. So I got to go to Dombo and say, hey, there's no restrictions. If the guys are out there to spend it on, go spend it on. We don't have to. We can't wait till next year to go spend it on guys. I did that last year, but last year there wasn't a lot out there, right? This year there's a little bit more meat on the bone. Go over.
It's the high end. Yeah.
Go overspend for the meat on the bone. When you're talking about Kyle Tucker, okay, I'm not the most in love guy with him, right? But I'll say this: go spend it. I don't care, right? Bregman, I'm not at this age. I'm not in love with it, but go spend it. But I'd rather go spend it on Bichette. Bichette, go give him more years, right? Or go give him more money. Go give him more guaranteed money because, not guaranteed money, but you know what I'm saying. Give him either more years or more money, whatever. They get him out of Toronto. That's what you got to get to do. Now go find me the next one of the better not better closers, was one of the better relievers on the market, right? Go find me another arm in your rotation. The great competition, like go do those things.
I'll tell you right now,
preferably a righty.
Bichette, we better be able to outbid the fucking Toronto Blue Jays. Come on,
we should be able to outbid everybody.
Exactly.
Like I'm not playing around. It's a top 5 market, so it's not like we're top 10 or top 15.
You
top 5 market.
You sell out every game. There's 45,000 people in the stands every game. What's the median ticket price? $80? Probably median. Maybe less, maybe more.
Not quite that, but it's
I think
50.
I think
it's up there.
Either way, say it's $50, right?
Yeah.
Say it's $50. You're making $2.25 million a game on ticket sales alone. So you're making what, $160 million just strictly on ticket sales?
Yep.
Yeah, it's not everything else spent down there. It's not merch. It's not
right.
TV money.
It's strictly ticket sales. If it's $50 a median ticket.
Yeah, we ain't talking. Yeah, that's yearly. So we ain't talking.
Yeah,
we ain't talking anything else that goes on. That's not even TV money, which is the big money, right? It's none of that. So I mean, and that's not the money just John makes off of another business too, that you can use into his game, right? It's all, and that's what guys who want to win do, right? Especially in a no cap league.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got money myself, so I want to win. I want to feel that, and I truly believe he wants to win. And listen, man, sometimes it takes failing to get there. So I'll continue to hold out hope, but only if they go do the things that make the hope make sense.
Another thing too, man. You got the All-Star game coming in this year. How many Phillies you want to have at the All-Star game, John?
Yeah.
Are those
How many Phillies you want to have at the All-Star game, John?
Are those tickets out yet? Not the tickets to the game, like the Fan Fest stuff. Oh,
I don't know. I want those too.
I do want to go to Field of Dreams.
We
I want to take Cass. I want to take
Cass. The tournament schedule, Tom.
Well, you're going out to Iowa?
No, August 13th. I think we're good, Rye.
Yeah, for that we're good for sure.
Yeah.
I'm worried about the All-Star game.
I'm not going to the game. I just care about Fan Fest.
Yeah, like going down there.
That's a Cass thing.
We're going to.
I want to try and get to that too.
You want to go?
I got to save some money.
You want to go to Fan Fest together?
Oh, not Fan Fest. I want to actually be at the game.
It's not worth it. Fan Fest is awesome, man. You want to go with me?
I mean, if I'm up in town, I'll go.
Right, you want to go with me? Like I just
I'd be down for that. Yeah,
all right,
I'll be down for that.
I'll drive it too. You know what I mean? Drives on me. It's on me. And I will be bringing company, which is a 5-year-old. But
I'll put Cass on my shoulders. I got you.
He's a good time.
Put Cass on my shoulders. I got you.
I think that I'm not going to go overspend for an All-Star game.
Yeah.
I can't.
It's just those moments. You know what I mean? Or like,
it'd be really cool to go.
Cool to go. When's the next time we're gonna get one? You know?
I mean, it's been 50 years.
It's been a long time since we had one.
We're alive.
No, I was like 11 or 12. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, it was 96.
96.
It was the year I was born. It was 96.
Yeah. Isn't that before the stadium, or was that the first year in the stadium?
No, that was
the bet.
That's why I thought. Okay.
Oh,
shame on MLB for waiting this long to get to the bet.
What up, Patty? You want to go, baby? Let's go. I got cash. You got tolls. We're good. I got easy cash. Don't even worry about the tolls. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, experience is all what it's about. Like he's like, football. You want to go to the Eagles game? And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be honest with you. I said it's not a. I don't see the game as well from being there.
Yeah,
Now
man,
I got Ryan seats. It's different
dude.
conversation.
Those seats were sick. Yo, those seats
Yeah.
were awesome. I couldn't tell you anything that happened during the game though.
Yeah,
Couldn't tell you.
too much goes on.
Yeah, there's
There's
too much
going on.
Yeah.
Extracurriculars. It's not a place for a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old, in my opinion. That's a preseason game,
Yeah, take
right? Which I hate.
Game to start.
I hate him, but I would do it for him, right? Like I would do the preseason for him, and him ask me who every player's name is. That's what he does.
There were a couple Lions fans sitting behind us, a couple rows behind us, right? And they were younger dudes, good enough guys. We were just going back and forth a little bit.
Did they travel from there? Do you know?
I don't know. Didn't ask. I honestly don't remember.
That's fine.
But I remember like they were going for it. They were going for it
It's
on
such a
like fourth down for like the fourth.
We were
Like,
talking,
it was like
we
the
were going
fourth
back
time
and
they're going for it on fourth down. It was one of the incompletions. I turned around and just stared at him. I'm like, he's not completing this. I didn't even watch the play, and it just went like off the dude's knee or something. I'm just like, I told you.
That was the Jameis, yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was a good time.
stared
They were
at him.
funny. They weren't jerks. It was good. It was a good time.
Yeah, and I don't think people were probably jerks to them either. It was probably good, fun.
Yeah.
Fun banter, and people overrate this place too.
There's no jail cells at the Link, guys.
Yeah, it's not like the old vet.
No, I'm more saying the tailgate's not a place for like a 5-year-old, in my opinion.
No.
But
And if you're not there that early, you're walking a mile to get to the stadium.
yeah, and that's why it's just not. To me, that's why it's just it doesn't do it for me. That's why a Sixers game with 20,000 is just an easier run. Even compared to Phillies games, like just getting in and out of there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and you don't have to worry about the kid freezing his ass off or anything like that. Yeah.
No, it's
just
baseball's great. Baseball, hockey, and basketball are great at the venues. To me, they're just always going to be better. And that doesn't mean like I'm against going to Eagles games, because I used to do what Ryan does. I used to try to make one a year, right, in some fashion. But as you get older, I'm like, I'm not going down there for that. You know what I mean? For the party.
Parking lot was freezing.
I just can't do that.
So cold.
That's not fun. Like, to me, like I'd rather have 50 people at my house. I'd rather have everybody come over here.
I'd rather watch the game at home. You see everything.
But you get those types of tickets. How do you turn it down?
I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no. I'm absolutely going to the game. Like,
you'd be a moron to say no to it.
Yeah.
I the best seats I'm ever gonna have. You kidding me? That's crazy.
I have said no, but it's always the pay, right? I'm always like,
I mean, like, look, if I would have had to pay a little bit, it depends on how much, but hey, tickets are $3.50. Count me in, bud.
Yeah,
$3.50 is for me.
$3.50 is my favorite price.
$3.50 is for me.
Yeah, I couldn't even. Yeah, that's just absurd. I mean, I paid $165 with taxes for the Sixers for 2 tickets down low, which I don't think is terrible.
Not that bad.
It's not like horrendous. It's not great, but it's like, it's for the seats. It's pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And row 1 and seat 1 and 2 again, for the Hawks game. So that'll be a good time, but that's not terrible.
No, it's not bad. I don't know.
I don't love it. I got a PayPal credit card, so we just use that for that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Or that,
Oh, hey-o.
We're walking around money, but no, I don't feel like it's terrible. And like, I don't, last time I didn't spend a ton. So you just get, I mean, I probably did actually, because parking's 20.
20. It was 60 last time I was down there.
30. It might have been 30. No, for Sixers.
Yeah, parking pass too. I didn't pay. The only thing I paid
Sixers
for was
60.
beer.
No, not Sixers.
No. I think Eagles parking was like $40 from what I saw when we were down there. It was $40
these days. Yeah,
I think it was the oversized was like 60 or 100 if you had like an RV or something.
Yeah. Oh, listen, great show, boys. I think we can close this in a minute and be at 2 hours, and epic job out of us being on time, ending on time. Greg, I feel you got something.
50 is for Eagles game 50. Oversized is 100.
Ooh.
Wow.
All right.
So you might.
I
You might
remember
buy-
going up to Foxborough to see us lose to the Pats. What was it? Almost
Concerts are
20
40,
years ago. I had
games
to
are
pay
30.
$50 to park at a McDonald's a mile away from.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, parking's absurd.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, well.
Go Birds!
Go Birds, baby.
Right, go.
Let's go. Little D, here we come. Gonna come get you.
Stick it up your ass, Jerry.
We'll see you Sunday night on Agree to Disagree. We'll be
Post-game
back
edition.
post gamer. So we love you all. This is A2D Wednesday nights. Hit the like, subscribe, follow. We out.